Another fantabulous episode of Divas Hangout. I'm always wearing hats because I'm on this workout thing, and I'm not really doing the best. But anyway, welcome to another episode. We got Big Meech, we got Luke,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
We got Professor Glass, and Carlton is joining us soon. So let's just get right on into it because we're gonna try to stay within 45 minutes, which I'm sure we'll probably go an hour anyway because it's so juicy. Tonight was a really juicy episode of R&B Divas. It was juicy for me for a lot of different reasons.
Right.
Richard, what did you think?
I was dripping with just a little bit of the, dare I say, desperateness from Angie Stone asking to be married to her man, Udger. Girl, it was dos mucho. I was like, is she actually really, like, for real? And he's sitting there knowing he got all the cards. He got all the cards. He holding all the cards.
I just don't understand why he said, when she asked him, when she said, I love you, he said, me too? Was he saying, I love me too? Or was he saying, I love you too?
Girl, it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. Like I said, he knows how many cards he's holding. So that's why he's able to say what he's able to say.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now, you know what side your bread is butter, and you know what crust you're trying to scrape off the edge so they won't mess with your bread.
Okay, anyway.
You said that.
What were some of your highlights tonight's fabulous R&B Divas episode?
Are you asking me, darling?
Yes, I'm asking you, darling.
You know, for me, I'm sitting here putting the pieces together because I couldn't watch it in its entirety because my attention was diverted.
Okay.
But my mouth is I'm dripping wet over here.
Okay.
And what I mean by that, because it's of salivating at the fact of, someone who is so poised and someone who is so first class, to have a moment where it just, the connectivity of being human. Again, I think that is saying a lot for me because knowing her and knowing her manager, a manager, and carrying on, I think that just speaks volumes.
Okay.
That just speaks volumes to everything, and going back to when they did the wife swap thing, I'm just outdone with all of that because I think she's still on this quest to find true love and really has not found it yet. You know?
I mean, we don't know what's going on in their bedrooms. We don't know. We didn't see the whole thing play out. You know what I mean? So in her defense,
well, it's not so much a bedroom. It's not just. I'm looking at it from the whole, not just from the romantic part of it, as far as the intimacy, because apparently that's there. That's what's keeping them there for so long. But just the idea that she has to go to those particular changes, and then just like you said, for him to say, okay, I love you, and then we got that Me Too kind of thing. It's kind of like the reverse Bobby and Whitney. You know how Whitney was just all into Bobby, but he never seemed to be all into her back publicly.
We done went to Bobby and Whitney. Okay, all right, Luch. Please took it to Bobby and Whitney. Luch, your thoughts? Do you have any comments about that, or did you want to go into another piece of the show?
Yeah, I really don't have too much to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it just seemed a little weird. I was just reading the comments on Twitter.
Yeah, and speaking of Twitter, if any of you have questions or comments, we have the Q&A activated this week. So if you have questions, you have to be logged through Google Plus in order to ask questions. This is all this new technology, but log on and ask away. All right. Hey, Mr. Couture, honey, we see you.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, well, since you were late, come on with it. I felt like tonight was an interesting episode. I do have some things that I want to share, but I'm going to reserve my opinion for last. So what did you think, Carlton, about tonight's episode of R&B Divas?
It was boring.
He says that every week.
It was boring. Okay.
I'm watching it because I felt like I was gonna be so lost when y'all talking about it, but I just was like, thank God I could just go and talk to them now because I'm about to
Oh
die.
my God. Okay. Did anybody else share those sentiments?
I thought it was balanced, though. It was a little drama, a little bit of the
I
music,
thought so.
keeping her face.
I don't want to see.
So
I think it's
it was
because
pretty
like
balanced.
Angie is so draining. Like what is going on with her and this man and that daughter and that popsicle hair?
Not
You call it an
popsicle.
obstacle or popsicle?
Popsicle,
Oh,
purple,
I think I like
Penelope
obstacle
purple.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that I don't know. Latavia looks gorgeous though.
Yes, Latavia. You know what? I really like Latavia on this show. I know that a lot of people have problems with the fact that Latavia is not singing, but like I said last week or the week before last, I don't really have a problem with the fact that she's not singing. I think we are so talented that we could do lots of different things, and I think she should have just as much of an opportunity to explore some of that. I know she's on a show called R&B Divas, but as one of the divas that wasn't singing, I wasn't always singing on the show either. And the other thing is that I'm learning that maybe, well, let me leave that alone. Okay.
But Latavia lacks
Okay.
personality, too. If she's not singing and she has nothing else to give,
Oh,
she lacks a personality.
oh.
You don't think she has a good personality?
I don't want to
like
sing.
her
I don't want to
personality.
sing.
Yeah, she just kind of just seems like she's kind of there. But the difference that I see with her, like people know that you can sing, Nicci. People aren't convinced that Latavia can sing, so that's why they question why she's on the show.
I would give you that. Yeah. I would give
Because
you that because
she feels that she can't hold her own, especially up to some of the other girls like Kiki. Crystal clear Kiki? Are you kidding me? Girl, you can't go to candle the wind, boo. Sit down and drink some more dust. Girl,
So maybe that's intimidating. All of those women can really sing. Somebody's earpiece or something is giving us a lot of static. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I hope not. But all of the ladies are very talented. Is it me? All right, I'm going to mute myself for a second. Somebody else chat, because that's going to drive people crazy when they look back at it.
Now, Lark, what did you say about not having a personality? Can you elaborate on that, please? Can you give me a little more?
Well, all we've seen from Latavia right now is I don't want to sing, I don't want to sing. She hasn't given anything. Like, with her hobbies or something. I mean, give us something.
Well, she has a child. Well, her child takes up a lot of her time.
We'll talk about your child.
Okay, well, maybe she doesn't
Tell
want
us
to bring her
something.
child into it, but I hear you. What are you going to bring to the show?
Okay, I'm back now, and I think it was my static. Okay, so look, the girl may be able to sing, but maybe she just feels a little intimidated because she's in a group of really awesome, incredible singers, and she maybe feels like she's not really ready. Instead of just sing anime, eat cake, anime, sing anime, maybe we should explore why she isn't singing. Maybe we should explore those insecurities in real life, and it doesn't take...
The editors and the producers or the line producers on the show should have these questions. Since you're not going to sing, okay, let's explore other avenues. It shouldn't be up for the audience, because now it's like TV One's like insulting our intelligence. TV One and the show
the views and the opinions of those who are on this panel.
As a viewer, you're insulting my intelligence as to be sitting here like, for real, you didn't explore anything, you didn't go there, girl, for real, you didn't exhaust all resources, you didn't do your job. Then everybody who's associated with the show needs a vitamin B12 shot. Girl, you need to get it.
What do you mean by that? Everybody associated with the show needs a vitamin B12 shot.
Okay, because you know what, it just seems like it's a little humdrum and almost crazy to manufacture, but then you don't give me enough to satisfy my hunger for it. It's like, okay, you're gonna dibble on me with Latavia and her not singing or almost singing or trying to sing or whatever. Okay, well, great.
Okay, but they did have a full rehearsal.
But give me another tangent. Okay, yeah, girl. Well, guess what, girl? You needed to do that. Girl, you needed to be on stage and do that.
Okay.
That should be a given. But also, too, have you doing something else. Like I said, walking in gardens. Are you holding hands and kids with nature, or what are you doing?
Walking in gardens.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Did y'all notice some of the comments? Kiki was getting them in on the grandmas and the grannies And that's old school, whatever the case may be. I love Kiki, absolutely. But did y'all think that that was out of order, or did you think maybe she had a point?
No, she had a point. She is young and fresh, and that's old PTA auntie Angie talking about, doing a whole lot of stuff. It's like, girl, Kiki is young, and she's also going to be that rebellious kid. That's who she is on the show.
That's true.
She is the Punky Brewster. The girl, guess what? Boom, boom, boom. This house going down. What? You don't like it, girl? Pick a booger, flick it, and eat it. Whatever you want to do.
So it's the young. It's turning. It looks like it's shaping up to be a little bit of that young against versus the old. Not against, but young versus the old.
Yeah, well, they were trying to do that before, for a little piece of a minute when Angie first came into this whole arena, the whole young versus old kind of thing. And now it's just elevated to that next level because as Kiki is trying to mature and become a more mature woman, we're still dealing with her issues of that rebellious spirit, honey. And then, too, she's going to bump heads. Now, if she's going to bump heads with her own mama, honey, she's going to bump heads with Miss Angie now.
Right, yeah, she don't care about it. Won't lose 2 bits of sleep.
Exactly.
None. Girl, none.
All right, so moving past Kiki, who else is on the show this year? I'm really seriously losing track of who's on the show this year.
Well, they can lose Mila. That girl, she's boring as watching chocolate dry in a candy factory. I don't want to do it.
I got a question. Let's see.
I don't want to do it.
Question. What is the question? Jason Manuel, I don't see where your question is being asked. So can you retype your question for us, please? Okay, sorry, Mr. Couture. Mila's your girl, right? That's your girl.
I like her.
Why? What do you like about Mila?
I like that she's beautiful and that she has like this very interesting thing about her. Like I want to know more about her.
She's interesting to you?
Yeah.
You want to know more about her?
Yeah, like I want to see like what's her life like. Like when she opened up about her son, like I like that moment.
Okay. All right. Anybody else think Mila's very?
Oh, and one more thing. I want to know like why aren't her and Music Soul Child together? Like why are they living together to co-parent? But like why? Like are they?
Why are they not?
What's the issue? Like what's going on?
Or it's a relationship. What'd you say, Richard?
Coins.
Money.
Coins. It's always a money factor. It's always.
So do you think that it's him that he don't want to be with her or what?
I don't know if he wants to be with her. Can't see her. Maybe he needs to put a couple of glasses on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe to really see her. You know what I'm saying? To really see her. To really see her, because you don't know anybody, until you live with somebody.
So I don't understand
touch our brother Richard Glass.
Right, exactly. In the name of Jesus, because I don't understand what you just said. I was looking at these questions here. What
I'm saying is, my granny used to say, put glasses on to see somebody. And especially when you're living with someone. So if your glasses are on when you're living with someone, then you're really, really seeing who that person is.
Oh no, absolutely. You don't know a person until you live with them and have a relationship that way. Okay, so Mila is interesting to anybody else?
I like Mila. I feel like she has personality. She got her nice little catchphrases, and I think she's a good fit. I think she's a good fit for the cast, especially if she's gonna try to pursue a solo career and step out, from just being a lead singer of 702. I think she fits well. I think she got a good personality.
But
okay.
I would give you that.
I would personality on the show, honestly. I forgot she was on the show.
But I would say I like that assessment of that because if we're going on the title of R&B Divas, she's asserting herself a little bit more, or at least they're going to let her do that, to where we understand why she's here to begin with, as opposed to Latavia, who is just on the fence and we're not understanding what this is. And right now, if
Mila catch a break, and I am a fan. I think she's one of the most sincere, honest people in that cast, and I don't.
I would agree with that.
Honesty and sincerity, and it's like she's saying. I mean, that's the thing. It would be different if she wasn't saying that she didn't want to sing. Like she's having a hard time getting to that place. It's not. That's what's
right.
Okay, well then, girl, give me.
And that's beautiful.
So we waiting for Latavia's breakout moment. Is what everybody's holding their breath for, waiting for her to prove something to us.
Right. What else? What else can you do? What else do you have? What else do you have? If you don't want to sing,
there is the whole big question. Period. You know, because all they know is you were a former member of Destiny's Child, the
That's a big
original
deal.
Destiny's
That's a
Child.
big deal.
Well,
That's
honey,
a big deal, and people are forgetting that she was a
Exactly.
former member.
and that exactly.
And
You
she
know,
is she's smart by not just throwing herself out there if she's not ready, because that's gonna be out there forever, forever, ever. So if she's not vocally ready, she's waiting for her to what? Make a
if
fool of
she's not,
herself? Let's ask the real question.
well,
What?
not so much as that. Well, see, that's the Achilles heel in it because see, everybody, you know, how they're billing her as an original member of Destiny's Child,
Which she
you
is.
know, which she is, and we can't take that from her. But now the original members, and that's been almost 20 years ago, girl. And so now, what are you as Latavia now? Who are you? And I guess
Okay,
we as the audience
let
are
me
looking to see
interrupt you.
that.
Let me interrupt you, Meech, for 1 second. Who are you as Tavia? We'll get back to that. We have a question, and a lot of people have been saying we've been ignoring questions because the app wasn't on. We got one from Narithia Live, and she wants to know, so, ... is the wedding the only storyline this season? No, I think there are a lot of different storylines this season. Selena's the peacemaker this season, and the event coordinator, and the drama keeper downer.
The wedding and the concert. That's the main.
Wedding and the concert. So, Narithia, I'm sorry, to answer your question, that is true. The wedding and the concert. Go ahead, Luch, answer that.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's the everything is going surrounding this show that they're trying to do. This live show they're trying to put on. So it's not just the wedding.
Okay, correct. And everybody has a storyline. Again, when you have that many women, you have to have the common denominator. I mean, it's no secret I was not involved in the production side of the series this season. And so I don't understand. I'm learning and I'm watching and I'm sort of seeing it at the same time that y'all are. But I do believe that the common thread, to answer your question again, is the wedding and them coming together to prove that sisters can come together, unlike we've been able to do in the past, and do a magnificent concert where everyone sings their hearts out and we end as sisters.
right. And didn't somebody we know help a couple of folks get on that stage at the Essence who were never invited before?
Why are we back at the
Didn't we? I'm sorry. That was an old one. I had to pull back because that one was just it was sitting right here, and I had to.
But it's true.
It's true. A lot of those people never would have been invited. Ever.
Right.
Ever.
Well, I mean, I think if we were to go back, I'm very proud of what we were able to accomplish last season. And just overall, I think the show is a really great platform for all.
But is that the formula now? You know, it's like controversy, and then the finale is the concert?
I can't answer that question for you. I mean, I think everybody, the thing about this season, I think, is the focus is Monica's wedding. So everyone coming together for Monica's wedding. And, you know,
good energy.
One of the first I think this is one of the first times that they've done it on television, on live TV. Or it's not live, it's on tape. Sorry.
The problem with that being the main focus is it's not music. You know, season 1 was about the R&B Divas album. Season 2 was about the tour, but season 3 is kind of lost into this wedding, and it's sporadic throughout the season. But it's missing the common theme, I think.
Speaking of the wedding, you know what? There never really was a result of the mini liposuction type sculpting.
No, there was a result. She looks like she definitely looks thinner.
No.
She's wearing a new wig.
I'm saying addressing it. You know, they never addressed it. So again, which goes back to me saying TV1 and producers are dumbing us down, we don't know what's going on or we don't really follow. It's why wouldn't you follow that story? That was a big thing that you guys did for a show and a half, talking about her lipo, and then you guys didn't follow up with it.
It was taking me back to what you just said, Lark, about getting away from the music. I think that music, again, having a little something to do with the creation of the show. Okay, let's keep it real. Having quite a bit to do with the creation of the show. Music was definitely the common denominator, but it wasn't like every woman associated with the brand had to sing forever. I mean, there are a lot of different things we can explore about the music. Transitioning from the music. What is it about the music that makes us feel insecure? What is it about the music that's made, Monifa was very open about her addiction. What is it about, that lifestyle and what we've done that drives women to that? Me with the issue of my weight and the insecurities I had about what I looked like to everybody. So I think if we are able to seamlessly, which I think we were able to do in season 1, no tea, no shade, but I think if we're able to bring and interweave, those stories together, it's not so blatant like, is it about a tour? Or is it about a wedding? Or is it about a fashion line? You can kind of just go through and have a great, amazing show that covers all of that, which is why I think that this Latavia issue is more about bullying, to be totally honest, than I think it is about her really discovering what the issues are that make her insecure about what she's doing. And also, more than I think she has mentioned to us, and I've seen in several interviews, that she has this love letter, this book that tells the story of what happened to Destiny's Child, that tells the story of why she had the addiction issues. I'm very interested in seeing her have the opportunity to promote that. I'm interested in seeing that. Why
where is that? Where is that?
But like you said, Richard, the storyline is what's missing.
I'm right there with you. And if it would just let her do that, or at least explore that, then that would give us some business.
I mean, yeah. And in a perfect world, we would have that available. And unfortunately, in this case, I mean, we just kind of have to look at Latavia and be like, okay, she's not saying she's getting on everybody's nerves until we have the opportunity to see that there is something there. We can all talk about, I mean, even if you call me crazy, hell, let's explore why you think I'm crazy.
But it's only what you allow yourself to give the camera. They can only use what you give them. So if you can only give them, oh, I don't want to sing, oh, Lord Jesus told me, child, don't step on that stage. I mean.
But that's just her response. So that's the reaction.
But what I'm saying, that's a reaction, but that's what you give them, and that's what you do when you sign up for these reality shows. They can only use what you give them. So if you know.
Okay, I'm surprised she's still coming to the rehearsals.
You about to open up another conversation. I can say this without going. I think I can say this. Well, let me answer this question first. Jason Manuel wants to know, and I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because I'm trying to figure out how to work this out. But Jason wants to know, he said he was going to make a comment about Diamond's hair and call it purple flavor ice. That's a shame. But I do have a question. Do you think that it would be more interesting to see Latavia actually open up? It feels like she's very closed off. Anybody want to take that?
At least that's what we've seen so far. I don't know what else they have on film.
Yes, we want to see her to open up.
Well, I mean,
That's why I said we're waiting for her breakthrough.
Exactly,
Yeah, we are waiting for her breakthrough moment. And Richard, it's impossible to say, and I'm just saying this generally speaking. I'm not saying this about my situation. I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying generally speaking. That whole, they can't edit what you don't give them stuff. Okay, I'm just going to say this. It's not about editing so much, I think, as it is about the fact that there are 5 women in this series, and you have to pick and choose what you're going to show of those women. I think that everyone has a mean side. I think everybody got an emotional side. I think everybody has a stubborn side. I think that's what makes us all divas. I think what you're probably saying is that you don't see the balance in who she is as a woman. Because nobody's just going to sit there on their hands all the time and just be like, I'm not going to think. I'm not going to think. I just don't want to. I'm not going to think. I doubt very seriously that's how it went down.
No.
And I don't think that that's what she's doing on the series.
Okay. Well, no. What I'm saying is the balance of her singing, not wanting to sing, or allowing the audience or the viewers to dive or get a little bit of her that she's willing to give. It seems like she's not willing to give anything, but I don't want to sing. I have a book. I have a kid. But then you don't elaborate on those. So in that, again, I defend what I said. You know what? They can only use what you give them. So whatever scene you're set up for, you know what scene you're going to go to. So you know what you can give and what you don't want to give or what you want to stay away from. I mean, I'm sorry, I defend it. Sorry.
I get it. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. I just think, I think you're right. I think I'm right. I think, you're getting reaction, and, she's probably frustrated. She's probably sick and tired of saying the same thing over and over and over again, because that is what I was
Right. So, and that's why they use that little frustrated, Yeah.
It's so manufactured too, because they keep being put in it's the same rehearsal scene over and over again. Sing Latavia, I don't want to sing.
Right.
Sing Latavia, I don't want to sing. So it's like, give them something else. Let the producers put them in a different situation and let them, let Latavia show her other side.
Yeah.
So back to insulting our intelligence. Stop insulting our intelligence, please.
Carl, are you asleep, honey? Was it that bad?
Am I what?
Are you asleep? Was it that bad? You're just like, yeah.
No, I'm up. I'm
Okay.
listening and laughing.
So what do you think? I mean, do you think that, let's move along. The Latavia situation, maybe I'm one of the 5 people in the world who feels like they're just pressing her a bit much, and that she keeps saying over and over again, and I think that it's a form of bullying. I'm not buying the camaraderie between Angie and Selena. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. Does anybody else have a problem with that, or do you think that they sincerely...
Wasn't she
I
was
didn't really see any.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Camaraderie. No, the sister, let's resolve this the sister way, issues. On that poor thing.
Well,
Did that come across as a little, what are your thoughts?
Well, actually, are they in the same genre? Would promoters for a certain party, contact the promote? It's I don't know. Would they be on the same bill?
I mean, apparently they were on the same bill. I'm just, I think that the way that. Okay, so nobody has anything to say about that. We can move right along from that too.
No one cares about Selena. No one cares about me.
I'm the more diplomatic one, with that, because Selena is my sister friend. But I'm trying to formulate this delicately, because if I'm looking at this as a television program, for me it does seem to be manufactured, and I think a lot of that is, Angie is very soul sister woman power kind of thing. And I think this here is an effort to make sure that's what you get, to make sure we can say sisters can do this together kind of thing. And it doesn't feel as
odd for the sake of being able to end on the note of sis.
I'm not saying that it cannot be genuine, and it's not. It just feels a little bit too manufactured for me. I don't feel the 100% authenticity in it. You may get 90 to 95%, but I want to see that other 5% when they want to raise hell with one another, because I don't get that. I get, we get
this season. There's definitely been drama. They had a little bit of drama today. We feel like they're getting over it.
Yeah, and for me, that there just seems to be just a touch too manufactured for my taste, because I'm not, girl, come on. No, I'm not buying it 100.
Which goes back to, they know what they can give to the camera. Angie knows what she's trying to give to the camera, but I don't think she really knew what he was going to say at that table when he said, you want to marry me? And he passed the sugar. Who got what?
Right.
That's why you don't have your relationships on TV like that.
Right. Right. And it just seemed like so desperate to me. From actually, she just looked actually pedestrian as far as her entire wardrobe. Girl, you first class, girl. You are pedestrian, girl. It was because I didn't see any edges, in that hair at all. It was.
This is the stuff that we're gonna get tweets from saying that everybody else can say what they want to say, but then the minute we call somebody pedestrian, they look pedestrian.
Girl, well, you know what? Hello.
I'm not gonna see
Give me some edges. Give me some edges. Yeah. And not so much at the bottom. It just seemed like an avalanche on her shoulder.
Oh my God. Well, we are at 33 minutes. let's spend some time talking about some other interesting things that may have occurred this week. I think, in a nutshell, I'm so happy that people are supporting the franchise still. I do know that this reunion is supposed to give us fever, and it's supposed to be really dramatic, and the streets are talking, as Wendy Williams would call it, and saying that Angie Stone got pissed off and walked off the stage, which leads me to believe that maybe perhaps all of that sis stuff was kind of out the door when it got real. And it's hard to not keep it real when Wendy Williams is on a show hosting.
Right.
So I'm really excited about this.
And I bet it's about that tour, that overseas tour that her and Selena were going to do. Selena brushed it off too quick, as she was good with it.
Yeah, that was real. Just, we don't want to whatever. I just think that when you're fake about something, eventually it just gets to a point where it's just like everybody sees how fake it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's why I had asked, were they on the same bill? Hello?
You know what I mean? Like, you keep getting plastic surgery because you think you pulling the wool over somebody's eyes and your face like this. You're like, I didn't do nothing. So I just think
oh my gosh.
Like, the rubber is about to meet the road, and just gonna have to keep it real. And I'm really excited about these next few episodes of Divas Hangout, and I'm especially excited about the reunion episodes because I think that we're finally, because we got something real in Wendy Williams, going to get some real conversation.
Oh, she's going to pull some dirt out.
Oh, honey, I know. But again, she is not the person who delivers the final stuff, but I'm sure it was quite juicy, and I'm excited about that. Anything exciting going on in y'all's lives? We got about 4 or 5 minutes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please log on to noego.tv and subscribe. This is a really cool thing that we do every week for R&B Divas, and we're going to be doing it for R&B Divas LA and Hollywood Divas too. Everything Divas. All right.
Okay.
Anybody got anything to plug real quick?
Well, of course, I'm sitting up here when I've been distracted because I am executive producer of my first play. I wrote this play 20 years ago. And now it is finally coming into fruition, and we're going up next month in Detroit during Black Gay Pride. So No Time for the Pain, my baby is finally being birthed today, honey. So it is absolutely a chore, honey, and I'm scared. I'm frightened. I've directed. I've produced. I've never been an EP at this magnitude before, and trying to raise money and carry on. Oh my Lord, honey, yeah. So it's all of the above and beyond.
Your friends, make sure you get everything in writing, so ain't no surprise.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
I've seen some really fabulous things on your avatar, like I did, but I just want to say.
It sounds like an airplane is taking off. Can't hear you.
Okay.
Richard is the one by the airport.
Sorry.
Oh.
Don't be mad at me.
You go stand outside and you tell that plane not to fly over your shop.
Okay, girl. No, that's not going to happen. That's airspace. I don't control that.
Sorry, Carlton.
What did you say?
I was asking what, if anything, you want to share that you have going on in your life. Oh, by the way, Carlton, I'm about to put you on blast. Kiki said... No, just slightly on blast. Not that on blast. Kiki said you need to reach out to Kiki Wyatt about her babies. They are absolutely gorgeous and amazing and incredible, but you should reach out to Kiki about the baby.
Tell her as soon as she stopped discussing Blue Ivy's hair with Selena Johnson and Tamar on V103, then maybe I'll reach out to her. I like to work with respectful parents.
Wow.
And Selena ain't got no business talking about Blue Ivy.
They were talking about Blue Ivy?
Yes.
Oh.
They were talking about her hair, but we gonna leave that with us.
Blue Ivy can have her hair any way she wants to have her hair. She's still gonna always have more of a career than some people who keep their hair more together than her.
That was so mean of them. My feelings was hurt for that little girl.
Yeah, that's a shame. Okay. Clark?
Jesus.
Luke, Richard?
I'm just loving the fact that I'm able to be on this panel and converse and share ideas with you guys. This is an awesome time. Actually, but not as awesome as last night I sang the theme song to the Partridge Family with Miss Kelly Price. Yeah, boo. What?
Hey. Yes,
What?
shout out to Faye today.
What?
Everybody, please blow up her timeline and wish her a happy belated birthday. We had a wonderful, fabulous, amazing birthday dinner last night. And what else is there? NoEgo.tv. I am working on some really amazing, incredible content. So please follow us. I'm working out every day. I'm getting myself mentally, spiritually, and physically ready for this blessing. And I'm getting my popcorn for that doggone reunion show. So this is the Divas Hangout. We did 38 minutes or something like that. We answered some questions. Please tell someone, and I love y'all. And next week is going to be really good because I think next week is next week the show. Yeah. Is next week the performance? Well, anyway, we'll find out when the show airs. So thanks for hanging out with us. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep watching R&B Divas. Keep doing Divas Hangout and follow all these sexy people down here on Twitter. All right?
Good night.
All right.
Deuces.